I'm Susan. Unfortunately, I got pneumonia in Australia last year. It's not coronavirus, but it's mutated into asthma. So today is the day when I need to go to the hospital for treatment. I have to get my speech recorded. I hope that the speeches of my team members and I can have a better understanding of week 5. She introduced the battleship Potemkin and how it's used montage techniques. Berners introduced how the film is edited, and I will analyze editing and montage from the perspective of Tom, which will focus on history editing and mood editing. When the film was born, the filming techniques of the director were very simple. The usual point is the camera at the protagonist, then studies to press the shadow and took the film to the end without moving. And in the era, it was not software such as PRA that handles the post-production work of video. Until 1,000 years ago, D.W. Griffiths changed this situation. He was called the father of American cinema, and he created many classic editing techniques, the most famous of which are flashbacks and cross-cutting. So what is a flashback? For example, a memory clip of the protagonist is suddenly inserted in the film, and there are two protagonists. One character runs to the right and the other to the left. And finally, missed at one point is cross-cutting technique. So he relies on those techniques to greatly increase the narrative effect of the film. Unfortunately, although he created the form of montage, he didn't study it in depth and created entirely by instinct. Montage was really used by people and changed the entire movie world. It was during the October Revolution in the Soviet Union. Lenin said that he wanted to make movies an ideal tool for education, promotion, and publicity in the Soviet Union. Among that, the Soviet film Man with a Movie is a good example. First of all, director Ziga Vertov creatively used a lot of montage techniques in the film. Vertov emphasized the use of capture to capture live fragments. So the film has no subtitles, actors, prompts, and scenery. In the film post-production, Vertov used editing techniques such as double exposure, fast forward, slow motion, screen freeze, jump editing, and screen flip for the first time, and made the stop motion animation. At the same time, Glenson found that when the same actress face close is combined with other different clips, the audience will have different understandings. For example, the hero and a bowl of both will be added together to make people think of banquets and hunger. The female and the coffee will associate funeral and grief together, and the mother-daughter and warmth will be associated with a little. From this, it can be concluded that a film can be combined with different locations and at different times. Let's use this film as an example. In the Battleship Potemkin, the director cuts off the lines different postures in the film, which is making the film for the people's awakening and resistance. And this is graphics match. These editing methods can span the discontinuities caused by the change of the shot. It can be also used on film, pictures, composition, motion, and even color to complete the editing. Let's take a look at how the montage in the modern environment is used in the film. In Lucy, there is a scene where the hero is captured by a girl. The director inserts a fragment of the cheetah and uses the leopard as a metaphor for the duck, and an antelope is the metaphor for Lucy. He used to match the element issued by those two shots to increase the sense of tension and crisis, and the metaphor of animals will make the killing intense more realistic. However, in the 21st century, oriented towards Hollywood movies, seamless editing has become the mainstream method. It is mostly using fake long shot to ensure the most neat of the screen. It used digital technology to synthesize the content of the movie script, eliminate the connection points between the camera relation, such as the use of Titanic in sense transition. The horrors at the beginning of the heart of the ocean as the century of the motion. Although the methods and techniques of editing have improved a lot over time, montage still occupies an essential part of the movie. Perhaps soon we will have the opportunity to combine the above editing methods to show a movie that shocked the world.